Hey, everybody. This is Larry and Cody from 3+1 Outdoors. How are y'all all doing today? We got the rod and reel giveaway today. Before we yeah, you got that. Before we get started on that, I guess we can have some questions answers if anybody has any questions or anything.
Try to kill a little time, wait for some more people get logged on.
Yep.
I know a lot of people probably want to see the live
See
drawing.
Bradley Hoffman, Aiden Singleton, Marcus Gonzalez, Catfish and Pappy, Scott Hooten.
Well, we went fishing today. Tell them about how that went.
Yeah, no video for today's fishing trip. We went this morning. We fished a little while. The lake is up and really muddy, a lot of debris. Got some debris hung in the motor and beat around the transducer on the fish finder a little bit. The only fish we caught today, I went to try to catch some bluegill on a jig and caught one little crappie. So wasn't a very good day. But that gives me a reason to go back tomorrow. So there you go.
Hey, Sogo said, y'all got any particular goals for the channel this year?
Any particular goals for the channel this year? Well,
1,000 would be nice, but I think that's a little ambitious.
that is. That's a little ambition, but yeah.
1,000 subs.
Anybody that has a YouTube channel, I think their main goal is to make it to 1,000 subs. But one thing is just to give you guys what you want to see. We do have some out-of-state fishing trips planned and some different types of fishing. I will say this, catfishing is probably going to be the main thing we do all year, but we will crappie fish. We love crappie fish, and I do love to hunt. Also, we hunt turkey, deer, may even at some point do a little rabbit hunting, squirrel hunting, all different things. And that's the main reason when we decided we was going to do this, that we named it Outdoors, not just fishing or catfishing, because even though we'll do a lot of catfishing, because we do a lot of catfishing, we do a little bit of everything in the outdoors. Love all things in the outdoors.
Scott Hooten says, any tips for someone trying to getting into catfishing?
Any tips just trying to get into catfishing?
I know one.
Okay.
Don't worry about your equipment being the best, and don't worry about, trying to catch the most or the biggest fish. Just get out, have a good time.
Yeah.
Get you a cheap rod and reel if you don't want to invest a lot in it. If you got the means, get you the best you can get. But really, at the end of the day, the fish has no clue what that bait's tied on to.
Yeah.
So just get out, have a good time, try to make the best of it. That would be my tip.
Yeah, and if you're a bank fisherman, remember you don't have to cast to the middle of the lake or the middle of the river, whatever body you're fishing. Most big fish, especially flatheads, are caught around the bank, close to the bank.
Some down trees, things like that.
Fish down trees. Of course, if you're fishing somewhere where there's a lot of flow, get where that water flow has a break, and those fish will be there because that's where the bait end up, wherever that break is.
Yeah. If the water temp's still cold in your area and you're just starting out, don't go with these big baits you see a lot of people use. When the water temp's low, downsize the bait. Catfish get very lethargic. Their metabolism slows down substantially, so they don't feed as aggressively. So you really have to downsize the bait, and you always match your hook to the bait. You don't match the hook size to the size fish you want to catch. You match it to the size bait you're putting on the end of the line.
That's right. That's right.
We got any more on here? Oh, FMC Fishing with Jacob Langley says another tip, make sure there's actually catfish in your waters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be a big help.
It'd be a big help if you go fish for catfish that they are in your waters. It would be a big help.
Aiden Singleton wants to know if that's our son that's in the military.
Do I look like I'm in military shape?
No, this is Cody is our oldest son. Our youngest son, Christian, is the one that's in the military. I think we will be seeing him for long. I think he is going to get relocated back to the States here pretty soon, but he's in Germany right now.
Well, I got a question I'd like to ask.
All right.
I think it's interesting. Maybe the people watching will too. If you could take any hunting or fishing trip, there's no restrictions to anywhere, what would it be to do and where?
Well, if I could go, if I had the money and money wasn't an issue, go on any hunting or fishing trip anywhere, I would probably say elk hunt, just because I've always wanted to go on an elk hunt and I've never been on an elk hunt. The most realistic place for me to think that I would go would be Colorado. And it's not because I think in Colorado I would kill the biggest elk I'd ever have a chance to, but they have the largest herd. So I think my chances of killing an elk would be better. As a matter of fact, speaking of that, me and a couple friends are in talks right now. We haven't just nailed everything home and it positive yet, but we are talking about maybe going to Colorado in September on a bow hunt trip.
Oh, that sounds good. Well, we've got a couple fishing trips planned out. What was the lake we're going to in the end of this month?
Well, here at the end of March, we're going to go to Lake Eufaula, and it's on the Alabama Georgia line. We're going to go crappie fishing. And then I do know in May, we're going to go to Michigan, fish Lake Michigan for salmon. And I've been invited anytime in April to go on a walleye fishing trip on Detroit River. Whether we're going to get to go on that yet, I don't know yet.
We're already be in Alabama and towards the middle of April.
And then, right in the middle of April, we're going to be back in Alabama, down on the beach, doing some surf fishing. And we're actually going to go on a bow fishing trip in the Gulf while we're there also.
It sounds like we get to go a lot of these trips. This is the first for many of them. We've just been extremely blessed here lately for things to line up and work out where we're not going to have to sink a huge amount of money into getting to go on these trips. Yeah. So don't get the wrong idea. This isn't normal for us.
Hey, Marcos Gonzalez wants to know if y'all do any dry land fishing.
I
did
really,
once, but I fell out of the boat.
I love hunting for morels.
Yeah, morels are delicious. I seen one here. Somebody's in Colorado, FMC fishing. But what's that say? I live in Colorado, so that's not too hard. The tiger muskies are hard to catch, though. I'd say that's right. And we have a few muskie here in the river here on Barron. Right up the road here, Lake Cumberland and Green River have a lot more muskie. And I have a real good friend. That's all he does. He's retired and he fishes just about every day. And he's a big muskie fisherman, catches a lot of big muskies in Green River here close.
So go ask, what's the biggest turkey you killed?
Biggest turkey I ever killed far as weight was 25.5 pounds. The best turkey I feel like for me that I ever killed, though, I killed one. It's been 5 or 6 years ago that actually had 3 spurs on each leg. And that was the first one I'd ever seen like that. It had its long spur in the middle, which was right at 1.5 inch spur, which was real good turkey. But then on top and the bottom of its regular spur, there was a small spur that was around 1/2 inch long. So.
Wow.
I used to hunt turkey hunt a lot. I used to more than I do anymore. I still love turkey hunting when Kentucky season's in, but I used to hunt Tennessee and Kentucky since we border Tennessee here where we live. And I used to be able to limit out in Tennessee before Kentucky season ever come in. So killed a lot of turkey.
270 Joe says 79 days until noodling season. Yeehaw.
That's what I'm talking about. Now that's my passion, going noodling. I love going noodling.
So Scott wants to know what your favorite bait is for catfish.
Favorite bait for catfish for me is a bluegill head. I'll use if I've got them, I'll use a bluegill head over any other bait. I catch more big blues and flatheads on bluegill heads than anything else. How about for you?
Shad, especially if I can get shad that's just the right size where I don't have to cut it. If I want, if I'm not getting a good scent trail, fillet the sides up, but whole shad, that's probably my favorite. But I don't know, I'll fish with anything. So if there's very many people interested in the dry land fish thing, we could probably come time we could get out and get some videos of that.
We got one particular spot that usually produces a bunch. We can check it out and we can do a video once those start popping up, which won't be long here.
Thought about doing ginseng, but we leave most of the ginseng in the ground anymore. The price of it isn't the greatest, and it's a lot of work. So, but we'll probably get out a few times this year. We might shoot some videos out of that as well. I know a lot of people are interested in ginseng.
Yeah.
Relic Finder's watching us. His name's Mark from Camden, South Carolina. Hi, Relic Finder.
Oh,
Aiden's watching with us too, so shout out to Aiden.
yes. What's this say? What state was that turkey killed in? The 25.5-pound turkey was killed in Tennessee. It was the first turkey I ever killed in Tennessee.
Oh, it was killed in Tennessee?
Yes.
Okay.
I've killed some 24.5-pound. I've killed.
Any bass fishing tips? I've caught, some decent bass, but I'm far from being a bass fisherman and great at it.
Springtime's my favorite time. If I am going to bass fish, I don't bass fish a lot, but if I am going to bass fish, springtime's my favorite time. And I like jig fishing when they're up in the rocks. So, largest bass I ever caught. I actually was sight fishing. They was on bed and just threw in the bed, and she attacked the bait, and I caught her.
You had it mounted, didn't you?
I had one after that mounted. The largest one I did not have mounted. It was a couple of years before I caught the one I had mounted.
Knew there used to be a big one hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
All
Let's
right.
read down through here. What's your favorite? Catfish and Pappy says, "What's your favorite catfish hole in Kentucky?" Flat, blue, and channel. What's your favorite catfish hole for flatheads? What's your favorite for blues? And what's your favorite for channels? That's what I'm assuming he's asking.
All right. So we live 5 minutes from the boat ramp here on Barren River Lake. So we fish Barren River Lake a lot. But every chance I get, I will go over to Lake Barkley, which is about 2 hours from here. And I've caught real good fish at both lakes. If I'm fishing for blues, I fish more in the main lake on Barren. But if I'm fishing for flatheads, I go to the upper end of the lake and fish.
Towards the river.
Yes.
So as far as channels, I always had the best luck for channels fishing below the spillway, the tailwaters.
Yes.
They seem to be a little bigger down there.
Well, when I'm fishing for channel cats, another thing is I like to go and in the summertime when the catfish move up shallow and float around the bank and catch them. So a lot of times get up in the crappie bed where the crappie beds and stuff are and float around and catch them.
Yeah, fish under a bobber.
Yes.
So, let's see here. Freshwater Fiend says, "Hello from Louisiana. Sorry I'm coming in late." Hey, we're just happy to have you joining us. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you all for all the support.
Yes.
We've grown to 313 subscribers last time I checked.
Yep.
It's more than we ever expected to be at this point.
Yes.
And,
Thank you, all of you guys.
Because of y'all.
It's you guys that make this all happen.
And we're trying to improve the channel for y'all. We've invested
Yes.
in a few different things,
Some
new
of that
cameras,
equipment.
GoPros,
Yep.
lighting, things like that, trying to make it a more visually appealing experience for y'all, but
Yep.
got to find the fish first, and didn't happen today.
Yeah. And we're also learning more about editing, or let me say my wife's learning more about editing because I'm not good at it at all. She's the one that edits all of our videos for us, and she's doing a great job.
Catfish and Katie Collins said, "Dang it, did I miss it?" No,
we're just at Q&A right now.
Yep, give us some time for everybody to get in. we'll probably, we say here in next 5-10 minutes, we'll
Yeah,
probably go
we'll
ahead and draw.
Yes.
So if there's any more questions from y'all guys, we love answering y'all's questions, being able to find out
Yeah.
what's interesting to y'all and what y'all like to know. So go ahead and shoot us those. We'll try to read them and get them read out here online on air.
Love being able to counteract with you guys. It's something we don't always get to do. I kind of like this the last 2 days, getting to do this live and getting to
Yeah.
talk back and forth with people.
Not sure how good
Right.
job we're doing at it,
Right,
but
right.
it's enjoyable.
Yes, it is.
Got Scott Hooten here. What time of the year is best for catfishing? I like the winter.
Yes, to me, catfishing is a lot slower and a lot harder in the summer. So yes, I prefer if I was going to pick a time of the year, it'd be winter time.
Right.
Maybe the fall and winter.
Or noodling season, I mean, of course. But
Well,
that goes
noodling
without being
season,
said.
that's a little different. And yes, catfishing Katie Collins, we're from Kentucky.
Southern Kentucky. So all the way up to
Yeah,
Very bottom
South
here.
Central Kentucky. Yeah, we joined Tennessee here.
Donald McQuillan said, everybody hit the like button, guys. Hey, we appreciate that. Yeah,
Yes,
and y'all
thank
go
you.
ahead and do that for us. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
And
thank you
appreciate
very
that,
much.
Donald.
Anything else there?
What hooks and lines do you prefer? Marcos Gonzalez.
I personally, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like braid. I'll use a 65-pound braid, and then I'll use a 50-pound monofilament leader and circle hooks. Circle hooks are the only way to go with my book when it comes to catfishing. I love circle hooks. In the summertime, I'll use a 8 to a 10 aught, and in the wintertime, I'll use 6 aught or smaller.
I like 40-pound power braid. That's probably my favorite. Anything in a high vis color, just because my eyesight's not the best, makes it's a lot easier to track your line across the dingy water when it's high vis. And I don't really like going above a 6/0 circle hook, but you know, it doesn't make a huge difference. I normally don't fish with as big a bait as my dad does. He'll throw out a huge piece, and me, I'm happy to catch anything, so I just throw out there something all of them can eat. So.
Yeah.
Catfishing Katie Collins says she's in West Kentucky. So Western Kentucky.
Nice. So I guess maybe Western Kentucky over next to Land Between the Lakes.
Zachary Thomas says, have you ever noodled a small river? Too many snakes in the river for him.
Yeah,
He gets scared easy.
The main places I noodle is Barren River Lake and Lake Barkley. But like I said, I've been noodling since 1990, so I've been doing it quite a long time. Caught a lot of good fish, a lot of big fish.
Okay, so Tips Icy Outdoors, and I think I gave them a shout out last night, and I pronounced their name wrong. Sorry about that, but it's Tips Icy Outdoors. They've got a channel. He's got a channel himself. It's a really great channel. Watch some videos of him doing some ice fishing. Very interesting. So if you want to check that out, be sure to. But he said, do catfish have very good vision?
No.
Or is what their lips fillers for? Yeah, they don't have very good vision far as the way I understand it.
No.
But they hunt by scent, so they're not sight feeders. So
No, but the flatheads do love live bait. Throw a big bluegill out there and up next to a big brush pile or something, and the flatheads lay up in there. Thing about a flathead, you'll think you're getting a little dink bite a lot of time. They'll sit there and just chew on it for a while. It may take them 30 minutes before they take it down.
yeah, that's why I miss those. I get impatient. Go ahead and jerk the rod up. What's the biggest fish you've ever caught noodling, Scott Hooten?
84-pound flathead.
Wish we could dig up the old picture.
Yeah, that was back in 2003. I think it was 2003. The lake was way over Summer Pool that year. It wasn't in a hide we built or anything because we couldn't even get to any of our hides, and we just got on a rock wall and started filling for holes. And and found the fish up in a hole in a rock wall.
Seen a few comments asking about merch. I don't think we're quite at the size to where we can sell merch yet, but we've thought about trying to order a few things. If there's
Yeah.
enough interest, we might try to order
Yeah,
some
we're gonna
hats or shirts.
try to order some hats and shirts and have some hats and shirts anyway.
All right.
Maybe
List,
some decals
Yeah.
we can send out to people.
list them right at what we have in them.
Yes.
And yeah, not looking to make any money on it, but hey, if y'all want to support us by repping the brand, that'd be awesome. So yeah, we'll definitely look into getting that done.
Yes.
Where were you happy about, the flathead or the? Okay, Sogo said, which were you happy about, the 84-pound flathead or the gobbler with triple spurs?
The flathead.
The flat, yeah, I'd definitely say so.
Yeah. Yeah.
The flathead was bigger than me at the time, so
The spurs are actually out there hanging on the mirror of my rearview mirror of my truck, and I actually got it started out just being a necklace. My wife, maybe she took several sets of spurs I had, and she made me a necklace, and those spurs were on that necklace. And I wore it for a little while, and I kept getting questions by people, hey, what kind of teeth are them? And I would tell them they were turkey teeth. And
so, well, you want to go ahead and show them that rod and reel? This isn't the exact one we're
This-
giving away. We're going to order a brand new
We're
one,
gonna-
have it shipped to y'all.
Here is it's the B&M Silver Cat Elite rod that we're giving away. It's a very nice rod, 7'6" long. It's got a aluminum reel seat. This is the reel, or this is this reel, but we're going to order you a brand new one and have it shipped directly to you. It's the Chaos 50 Pissy Fun Chaos 50 reel.
You could think about Compton earlier.
Yeah, what was my grandson was calling it earlier?
Yeah, my son was calling it the hissy fit. He
Yeah,
said,
the hissy
he
fit.
said, I'm going to reel it in that hissy fit.
I was getting tickled. But anyway, very nice rod and reel. This one here, since we bought these, I've been using myself. But like I said, whoever wins, I'm going to order a brand new one and have it just shipped directly to your door.
So here we go. Zachary Thomas says favorite rig, like Carolina rig, bobber rig, Santee rig. I like Carolina rig myself. I prefer my bait to be on bottom. I know what he's going to say.
I love the Santee rig. Yeah. I use Santee rig a whole lot.
That's for blues or flatheads. Fishing for channels under bobber is the best, I
Yeah,
think.
yes.
So,
That's
at
usually
least to me.
if we're going to go out and try to catch some channel cats, that's how we're going to try to catch them floating around the bank. So, anything else?
Hey, could you get us the list? We'll show everybody the list we made. We went through, wrote everybody's name down. The way we're going to do this is we've got them numbered out. We'll go to random.org and put the numbers in and and let y'all see while we're doing it. And
Yeah, we got everybody's names. We got everybody's names written down. There's several pages here.
I don't think they can see anything.
Okay, well, several pages here. And anyway, everybody's name's got a number by it. We're going to just go in randomizer, and whatever number comes up, that whoever's name's beside that number is the winner.
And how are we going to do this? Do you want to have them email you or hit you up on Facebook Messenger?
However they would rather do it. If whoever wins, I guess we can give them our email address or
Contact us on Facebook.
contact us on private message through Facebook. Give us their address and we'll get it shipped out to them.
All right. That sounds good.
So are y'all ready for the drawing?
Here we go. How many names we got total? We got 137 entries total. Oh, and before I do this, if somebody doesn't get with us, how long are we giving before we redraw? Because we're going to give it away. If they don't contact us, we're going to draw again. We're going to make sure we're giving this to one of our subscribers because we appreciate y'all.
They've not contacted by Monday night. We'll go live again at 6 p.m.
Monday night. So what's that? Giving them 48 hours? All right. And that's what it said in the description was 48 hours. I just didn't know if we
All right.
should give longer.
So once we draw for this, you got 48 hours to contact us. And
Zachary said his name better be on there twice. It is Zachary.
It
I
is.
made sure.
yeah, all
Yeah.
right. So you ready? Hit
Yeah,
it.
how many? Let me see that number. 137. All right, here we go. 1 through 137. See if I can show this right there. If I can do this, generate
Did you-
26. Number 26.
Number 26. Landline 2.
Landline 2. Let's show them. Here we go.
Don't pay attention to my awful handwriting.
So number 26, Landline 2, you are the winner. You've got until Monday night at 6 o'clock to get a hold of us. That'll be 48 hours. That's how it said it was in the description. So that's what we're going to stick.
Central Time.
6 p.m. Central Time. So get a hold of us. And if they don't, guys, be watching. We'll try to go live Monday night at that time either way. And, you know, if they've not got a host, we'll redraw. So,
Yep.
But congratulations to Landline 2.
Yes.
Look forward to hearing from you. And thank y'all for all the support and all the comments.
Yeah, and if you guys don't care, any of you will just once we put this up, if y'all share this video
Or
to
any
get
of
it
our
out there,
videos.
or
We're
any
really
of our
trying to
video,
grow.
yeah. And hey, as I said before, all this happens because of you guys. It cannot happen without you guys, and we thank y'all from the bottom of our heart. And if there's ever anything y'all want to see or anything we need to do differently, hey, shoot us a line. Tell us. Hey, we'll take criticism or whatever because we want to make everything better, and we want to do it all what you want to see.
Exactly right. But what do we always say?
Hey, it's God, family, and the great outdoors. God bless and thank every one of you.
Yep. Thank y'all, guys.